something like that. And what's on? And they were talking about the election. They said they're gonna vote for Bernie. Because he's saying things, free education. At one time, years ago, it used to be free education.
I'm not saying no, but do they know what it will take in order to have free healthcare and free education? Did he tell them?
But it's just free education for the first 2 years, right?
No, that's not Bernie thing. That is the White House thing. Heads Up America is not Bernie thing.
No, wait a minute now.
He's
back
doing all 4
back
years.
in the day.
Heads Up America.
No, back in the day.
No, years ago.
They used to have free college education, and then you know.
I know about that. But what I'm saying is that
all of them got their education right there.
Canada and England, free healthcare and free all of those things. But people don't get back their tax return. Tell people that they ain't getting back their tax return in America and they're going to see what's going to happen. Excuse me.
Oh,
that is
because there has to be a balance. I gotta be honest. Don't get me wrong. I think America's behind as far as
that is the balance in Canada and England.
Yeah, there has to be a balance.
They don't give everybody pay their taxes. They don't get back no tax return. You tell Americans that, and they're gonna see what's gonna happen. Thank you.
I'll be good.
Hello everyone. Hello.
Read the book. Read this book called Poison Tea. There gotta be a balance. Gotta be a balance. It's gotta be a balance.
That's why we got
That's why he's not telling people how he's going to pay it back. And that's a good part. He said he's going to go for tax. And no tax return. You know, people depend on tax return in April and they come back for the money. Because they get used to it. In Canada, they pay high taxes, but they get good service, they pay high taxes and they don't get back anything. That's okay.
But would you be okay with that though?
I would be, but a lot of people wouldn't.
No, but he said he's going to go over tax, but on the rich.
It's not only rich, it's going to filter down right down to everybody.
It's going to have to, because the rich are going to push back in a way that we have to.
There are so many people in America that depend on the tax return. They're going to be in right.
I had no idea until recently.
But you know what? We have so much waste in this country.
All right, everybody get a chance to sign in, please?
Oh, it's like you see too. I was waiting for you to tell me something.
But we have a lot of waste.
There are so many things that I do a lot of reading on those things because it's not known. I'm into politics. I've been in politics since home. Yeah. And so I read up and get up to speed on those kind of things.
Because they're in every country.
Politics is under the umbrella of helping the community. Politics is the agenda.
There's nothing really on it. Just set the agenda.
It's 7.
Okay.
It's 7, Mr. Chair. I know. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. So good evening, everybody. I'd like to call this meeting in order. It's 7 o'clock. We are enough. I mean, we need more copies. Yeah. I'd like to call this meeting order. This meeting is an executive committee meeting. We're setting the agenda for next week's meeting, which is taking place April 20th, Wednesday at MS 61. It's not taking place at our regular scheduled date because of the Jewish holidays at the end of the month, this month, the last week of this month. Appreciate everyone's attendance. The first thing that we're going to have is the presentation from the group who came before the Housing Committee, and the name of that group, Carmen, is
Services for the Underserved.
Services from the Underserved. They're going to come, and you want to share something about that? What they're going to talk about?
Well, they came before the Housing Committee to make a presentation on, they have an apartment at 576 Eastern Parkway. No, that's for, they have an apartment at 576 Eastern Parkway. It's a 3-bedroom apartment. And they are planning to move 4 individuals within the next 30 days, probably by May. It's 2 male and 2 female, 24-hour service on a shift basis. So there's always going to be somebody in the apartment. They currently have tenants there that are mentally challenged. and they are moving them, they're going somewhere else. So now they're gonna move these other people in the apartment, so they have to come before the board and, you know, talk about their services, the services they provide, et cetera, et cetera. So that's gonna be the gist of their presentation.
Are they requesting anything?
The
No.
same thing that was, no, we gotta
Just
say, you know,
information.
we support them or we
Okay.
don't.
All right.
That kind of stuff. Yeah, the board will vote on whether they support, you know, they've been having this apartment apparently for like 8 years.
Okay. And that's it. They're gonna be part of the agenda for next week. And the other two item agendas is gonna be, going before the Public Safety Committee, I believe it's coming Monday.
Yeah, we
It's
have
two
six.
businesses.
Yeah,
Six businesses?
Mhm.
Okay. Wanna do
6
those names?
places that, 4 of them are applying for renewal, and the others are new applications. We have, for the majority of them here, we have information from the fire department, but we're waiting on information from the 71st Precinct from Sergeant Kelly.
Okay.
Placed a call to him this afternoon, waiting for him to call me back. But usually he's very good.
Yeah.
He gets back to us if there's any kind of incident or any kind that we need to have here when they come for the committee and for the full board.
Okay.
So they've been in front of the committee already?
Not yet. We
I
haven't,
just-
the public safety
I just-
committee meeting is,
Excuse me, I just said that the meeting is this Monday.
Okay.
Public safety meeting is this Monday.
Yeah, but I was asking.
And please, we have the executive session. The time will come for you to speak.
7, right?
So 7 o'clock, the executive session, Monday,
Monday.
public safety meeting. Thank you.
That was Tuesday.
No, the 19th. What day is the 19th for?
That's
That's
Tuesday.
Tuesday, I'm sorry,
Tuesday.
forgive me, Tuesday, the 19th.
Oh.
Tuesday, thank you, I stand corrected. It's Tuesday.
Oh.
Tuesday?
Tuesday?
Sound familiar?
Yeah, the 19th.
But that's
Tuesday.
primary day.
the 19th is Tuesday, that's
It's just
primary
a
day.
public safety. meeting.
Public
Tuesday?
safety committee.
And that's all, people going to vote, they
Yeah.
can
People-
vote.
They can still vote.
But
There
you're
might
not on
be
the
people
committee.
on the board
for
that's
the
working
committee.
on the poll.
That's the
The
public
polls
safety
open up at
committee.
8 o'clock in the morning
The
and all the way
committee
to 9.
members who are, the
Yeah, but you
members who
One
are,
person, please.
the members who are members of the committee, I don't think so. It's myself, Jacqueline, Musa Moore. There's one
She's
of
not
the-
working for us?
No. And there's one other person, Nevon Watson.
Watson,
Okay.
But he resigned.
He resigned,
from the-
correct.
From the board, so he won't be here.
correct,
And Ivy, of course.
yes,
Because he's the chair of the committee.
correct. So the meeting will be next week,
Okay, so-
Tuesday, the 19th, here at the board office. So those are the 6 businesses you mentioned,
Yes.
Pat?
Okay, you want the names?
Please.
Okay. DJ Oster,
One
slash
second.
Bluebird, that's at 504 Flatbush Avenue.
New or you,
504 Forster?
Flatbush.
Flatbush.
Yeah.
It's called DJ Foster?
No, DJ Oster.
Oh,
Oster.
DJ Foster.
Waste, O-S-T-E-R?
Yeah, O-Y-S-T-E-R.
Okay.
Oyster.
Oyster.
that's renewed?
Is that renew or new?
Let me check to be sure. Because God forbid if I get it wrong. It's a renewal.
Renew, thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Next one.
Okay, 3-Star Production,
Okay.
that's at 482 Utica Avenue.
42 Utica.
Mhm.
What is that?
That is also a renewal.
3-Star Productions, Club?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
482 Utica Avenue. Okay. Now this guy here, he didn't give the name of the establishment so much as he, oh yes it is, Moss Restaurant Group,
Spell that? M-O-S-S?
Moss, M-O-S-S, at 887 Nostrand Avenue.
887 North Street.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be right around here.
Yeah,
And what is that? A renewal or new?
This is a new application.
And what does he want to do?
That's true. He want wine, beer, and cider. Now Gladys Venture, and she has Gladys's 2 places, Gladys Venture 2 and Gladys Caribbean, a restaurant. Gladys what too? Mm-hmm. What? Venture. Venture? Mm-hmm.
What's the address for that?
That's at 453 and dash 455 Rogers Avenue.
Cause I think it's two places combined in one.
And what is that gonna be, a new
That's
or
new?
renewal?
Give me a moment.
No problem.
So the stuff came in. Yeah, it's a new application.
And what does she want?
She want liquor, wine, beer, and cider.
Everything.
Huh? Yeah.
You said she had the 2-part?
Yes, two parts to the restaurant. Peace Cafe, 1114 Nostrand Avenue.
Peace, like in peace.
1114,
Peace?
Peace, as in Pete.
1114 what?
Nostrand,
Nostrand.
Nostrand Avenue.
Thank you.
It's a new application.
So that's 3 new.
She want liquor, wine, beer, and cider.
Okay.
And Moss Restaurant again at 87 Nostrand Avenue.
They coming again?
Mm-hmm.
Again? So he has 2?
So there's two then?
No, but-
Yeah, because he has one business in one person's name, and then he has another business in another person's name here. Because there's 2 different names here with 2 different applications.
But the same business?
It's the
So
same
it-
business.
It should be the same business.
It should be the same
Yeah,
business.
you can
but-
find out for Monday, but we'll just keep it.
But they
short.
got it here, it's listed different, so. Yeah, okay. I'll find out tomorrow
Okay.
But he's
how
only
he
getting-
really wants to do this, huh?
So he's just getting
No.
one liquor license.
Are they two different locations?
Same location.
No,
It's
the
the
same
same
location,
location.
but
Same
they're under
name.
2 different names, that's what I
Yeah.
couldn't
So
figure
you'll-
out.
How many
licenses does he get?
This is a new application.
A liquor
What is
license
the
for a
difference?
location?
1148, that's the 1148 No Street?
887.
That's right here.
87
Mm-hmm.
No Street?
No,
So you'll still find out more
Yeah, I'll
information
find out, I'll
on
find
next
out
week.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm, we'll find out.
this
Okay.
is 9 inches.
I'll give this to RVO so he can follow up too.
thank you.
As the chair, he can follow up on this. Okay,
All right, so
Any
those are the,
this is it.
good. So
So
those
we
are,
have 4 new and 2 renewal.
No, we have 3
no, it's
now.
3 new and 2
Three
renewal.
new?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
One,
it's
two,
listed as
three.
4, but it's
Yeah,
really
it's
3.
3 new, until she finds out, but right now it's 3
Until
new
she
and
finds
2
out.
renewals. So that's it for the
Oh,
setting,
no, Gladys is getting 2.
No,
Gladys is
Mars is getting
No,
2.
remember you said Gladys.
No,
is
Gladys,
Gladys is
yeah,
getting
because
two
it's
as well.
Gladys
Gladys is
Venture
453
and
and 55.
Venture 2, and then
Correct.
it's Gladys Caribbean.
Yes,
Mhm.
Gladys Caribbean.
Oh, so I was looking at
No,
that
it's
one,
453
okay.
and 455.
But
So it's
the
Gladys-
So I think that's one of
It's
those buildings
453
that's
to
got 2 addresses.
455, that's the address.
it's just one
Yeah.
bill address.
So it's just
so
one, right?
liquor license.
Yeah.
Correct.
Considered
Two
as one?
stores with one.
It's 2, she have 2 businesses in one
One liquor
location.
license, correct,
Right.
yes.
So you
That's
consider
the
it as
address.
one?
I don't know how to read.
No, that's the address. You know, sometimes people got
Anyway,
Yeah.
what are we
Two,
going to
that's
after the
4.
committee meeting?
Nevins, that's like
So-
Nevins, that's that address. 2 large for Nevins.
Exactly, so we got that here, so when we find out, you solidify that information.
I'll follow up on that, okay?
Thank you very much. So those are the businesses we're gonna have.
October.
Before the agenda really gets set, we'll have definitive of what business is gonna come before the full board. And Avi and Pat will
That's
make sure
when
you
you
get that
come in,
information to
you
us.
question it.
So as far as setting the agenda, that's gonna be it for setting the agenda. Also, for April, we have to select the nominating committee for the full board election coming up in June. So that's gonna be also on the agenda for next week. Election of the board officers. So that's it with setting the new agenda. Any other business that we have to discuss as far as new business? 1 second to board members first. Hector Robertson, sir.
You go ahead.
I just, on the website,
Yes.
the only minutes that are up there from January 2016, and there are no other minutes posted. The
Of
open
the-
meetings law requires
I know-
2 weeks
I know
after
the
a
open meetings
meeting has commenced.
I understand this. So
And
you're
so-
saying you don't see none of the general board minutes up there?
There are no committee meeting minutes
Okay.
up on the board after January 2016.
Okay. Anybody else?
The transportation committee does not have minutes for
Yes, the transportation is
January?
gonna be, it's February actually.
January?
There's no January,
Then we
no
said,
February.
so we discussed about the January minutes at the last transportation meeting when you was here, and I said it publicly before the transportation committee because it was recorded and it was re-recorded over the folder. We don't have the information for that meeting. However, February's minutes will be on there. I'll be providing that for February transportation. I did say that. March, yes. Hector.
Are we done with all business for the agenda?
Yes, for the agenda.
I just wanted to bring up something that I'm kind of curious to figure out how to really address with this board. So I know that we finished with the selection committee, but I'm trying to figure out why someone on this board is engaging in sending anonymous letters to my home. I think this is horrible what's going on here. I think that despite the fact that a lot of people may think whatever they want to think about the search committee process, I think that this is horrible. This is ugly. This is uncalled for. This is unnecessary and divisive. No matter what your stand is, no matter what your position is, you must be a woman or a man and stand up and really put your position out there. But sending me letters involving my family is ugly.
What is it?
No.
I didn't see it.
Why don't you read it?
I will read it for
Yeah,
you.
read it what it says.
It says, well, Mr. Bullshitter, in the interest of transparency, when are you going to expose your wife's dirty laundry? And both your relationship with Agnishala Collins to the members of the board. It's easy to follow the trail. You're truly an Uncle Tom, selling out to the Jews on the board for their vote, for your friends, and trying to bring outsiders into the community. What you don't know is that the Jews are plotting to bring per miles back. So the joke's on you, Mr. Reicher's my ass. This is unnecessary. This is the ugliest thing that I've ever experienced in my life with adults that are acting like 12-year-olds because their choice was not selected.
Why do you think it's a board member versus just a
I was
resident?
going to say that too.
Because there's language in here that suggests to me that it's someone on this board. There's a very particular language in here that tells me that. And what I'm going to do, so that everybody knows, I will file this with the NYPD, and I'm also going to file it with the federal government.
That's right.
Because I want this to get to the bottom of who sent this. There was an attachment to this letter. Obviously, people don't understand that you can trace this by IP addresses. No matter what website you go to, you can trace it. And I'm going to get to the bottom of who did this.
Fingerprints too.
Okay? This is harassment. Okay? This is intimidation. And I am not going to give in to any of this stuff. I stand by my position. I stand by my selection. And I'm not going to go through with this. Period, end. So whoever is involved with this, whoever is a part of this, whoever knew any about this, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. And by the way, there are a couple of people already that spilled the beans. So they were not aware that they were saying what they were saying. So clearly there's someone on this board. This is wrong.
Very,
This is wrong.
I think you should definitely follow up
very,
with that.
very.
No matter what your stand is on anything, if you really believe in what you believe, you need to stand up and make your argument. Okay? And not involve my wife. And just as an FYU, or what is it, an FYI? My wife filed a lawsuit against her agency. She didn't steal anything. She wasn't involved with the DA. She wasn't arrested. She wasn't doing anything illegal. She filed a lawsuit against her employer. If the person who wrote this had an ounce of brain, they would have gone to all of the links necessary to find the case file. And you would have known what it's about. Everybody on this board had somebody who they wanted, or at least on the committee, that wanted somebody to submit their resume for consideration. Everybody, not just one person. A lot of people did. You came to me with people to send resumes to you. Many other people sent resumes and said, consider me. So the fact that people that I may or may not know wanted to submit their resume indicates nothing other than the consideration. Many people said you weren't supposed to submit your resume, Carmen. And what I said to them, why not? Let her submit her resume. Let her be considered by the committee. And if anybody is better qualified, then that's the person we go with. I did not deny you or anybody else. And most importantly, if they had an ounce of brain, they will know that Uncle Tom is not an offensive word. They should take the time to read the book. And if I am an Uncle Tom, I am among really good people. Barack Obama. Okay? Jesse Jackson. A lot of people who've been calling Uncle Tom. Get to know the history behind Uncle Tom before you use it as an offensive phrase. And to the Jewish people on this board, I think they need to know this because they're mentioned in this letter and they will know about this. Because this is wrong.
So, Hector, I agree with you. You should follow up with that. It's unfortunate that you got the letter. I was not aware, nor am I aware of that letter that you got to the house. It's just sad if it was sent out behind any board member.
Is this the only letter you received?
But,
This should be placed on the
but I want to
agenda.
say this. I think you, in all honesty, you should follow
How
up.
many letters have you received?
Hold on a second, Jack. I'm just saying, in all honesty, you should just follow up with the local authorities and make sure they
I
follow
am.
through. Warren,
I think it should be on the agenda,
what's that should be on the agenda?
the reading of this letter. For
In business session,
transparency.
you come up with, we'll discuss how that's gonna be.
Okay.
So the next part, any other business to discuss?
Well, I think that there needs to be a complete investigation into
You should,
this.
you
Well, that's
should.
what he
believe
said.
it.
That's what he
You should.
said.
He just
No,
said it.
not just the letter, but this whole sordid issue around who we want to pick to be our district manager. I think there's a lot of corruption going on in this community and this community board, and I think there needs to be a federal investigation
So, Ms.
into
Boyd,
exactly what's
thank you
going
very
on.
much.
Well, I think
Listen,
the
hold on a
thing
second,
is-
hold on a
I have a
second,
right
hold on a
to
second.
speak.
You have a right to
Yes,
speak.
you are
This is, no,
interrupting.
you-
I have
this
a
is
right
my
to
executive
speak.
session.
Let me-
This is my
This- I
executive
have a
session.
right to
You're a
speak.
community resident, you're not a board member.
I have
I
a
still
right to
have not
speak.
rendered
I have a right
for you
to
to speak.
speak.
You do
I
have a right
have
to
a right
speak,
to
but
speak.
not now until I acknowledge you. So Warren, you wanted to say something?
Yes, for the old business, we have to take up the table motion from last
I
time.
know that's gonna be discussed, that's gonna be,
Just
so we
explain
have
it
to,
to
let me
me.
just say this.
I want to hear.
I know what I'm saying is, it's already been tabled for last month's meeting.
Right.
And we're not gonna not address it, we have to address it because it's been tabled, it's a motion, it's an active
Right.
motion on the floor. So it will be addressed during the business session of the meeting
Okay,
next week.
and how are we going to address it?
It's gonna be addressed accordingly. We're gonna
Huh?
address it the way it's supposed to be addressed.
Which is,
You're gonna bring
We
the
have,
motion
we
to
have
the
a motion on the floor.
okay.
We're gonna open it for discussion. After discussion, we're gonna take a vote for your motion.
Okay, is any supporting information going to be given? How are we going to do
Warren,
this?
I mean, it's open to discussion. What supporting information, other than what was sent out already?
Well, I can't account for the actual process, but I think it's very important that the whole board knows the whole thing, including the people who were selected, because if you're going to have a discussion about it, one of those options of that discussion is for the people to see who was selected.
So that
See
was
the
part of the
lit-
motion that was discussed to send the minutes and the attendance, which was already done. So that's all we're gonna do.
But their
We're gonna have
resumes
discussion.
haven't been sent
We don't
out.
need to send the resume, that's personal information. We don't have to send.
That's
it.
not, no.
We don't have to send
That's
it.
not personal information, not to the people who are going to be voting on it.
Warren,
Excuse me.
what was requested was the minutes and the attendance, and that was sent. We're gonna have a
Yeah.
discussion about it, and we're gonna have a vote.
No, nothing was done because the motion was tabled,
Correct.
so there was no motion to do anything.
It was a motion to
That
table,
was my motion.
what's your motion, no.
But once the
Actually,
table
it
went-
was tabled by Fred, you made your
I
motion.
know, so that negates my motion.
No,
No, it's
it
not.
does
It's
not.
not negated.
It does not.
It's not
It does
negated.
not.
It's
So
still
listen,
valid.
Oh, just to talk about it. Okay, I got you there.
all right, so we
Okay,
got
I'm
the
wrong.
motion that we're gonna address at next week's meeting. We're gonna have discussion about it, we're gonna go for a vote, whether it votes up or vote down.